Yo, what's up, everybody? Cage here. Still working on moving stuff and what have you, so appreciate your patience with me while I look even brighter than I ever thought I could. Today we are back with another music reaction. We got Johnny Young. It's 2015 stuff, the final 2015 Jonathan Young stuff. And if you've heard me say it a couple times, if you've been following this journey, whenever we go to do some more Jonathan Young 2016 stuff, we're not going to do every single one because that is it's too many songs, and some of them are just like, they're all good. I haven't there's only been a small handful that have been like, man, it's whatever. That was mostly early 2015, kind of 2014 stuff. There was a few in there, but like, no, most of it's like, it's pretty good, and I enjoy the stuff and whatnot. So we will still check out some of them that I have like a strong feeling are gonna be hits, and then we'll of course listen to all the other ones off camera. Yeah, but we will eventually. It'll also help us catch up to 2024 because I don't know if you know, we're a couple years behind, around 8-ish years behind. So help us get there faster too. So that'll be good shits. So today we have the last one, 2015, Somebody That I Used to Know. I enjoy the original. I love Melodica Bros' cover of it a lot. I quite enjoy the song. I heard a second or two when I was working on pausing the song. And I mean, while I really enjoy the thought of a rock metal cover of this song, I don't know. A little suspicious if Johnny can pull it off in a way that makes me feel how much I like the original. Let's see if he can pull it off. Let's not waste any more time here. Let's bring it on down. John, show me somebody that I used to know. Hit me with it.
Now and then I think of when we were together, like when you said you felt so happy you could die. I told myself that you were right for me, but felt so lonely in your company. But that was love and it's an ache I still remember. You can get addicted to a certain kind of sadness, like resignation to the end, always the end. So when we found that we cannot make sense, well, you said that we would still be friends. I'll admit that I was glad that it was over, but you didn't have to cut me off, make it like you never happened. We've heard nothing. I don't even need your love. You treat me like a stranger and it feels so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Having friends collect your records and then take your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now that I think of all the times you screwed me over, for had me believing it was always something that I'd done. But I don't wanna live that way, reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't get you hung up on somebody that you used to know. Make it like you never happened. We've heard nothing. I don't even need your love. You treat me like a stranger and it feels so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Having friends collect your records and then take your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
for watching. I'm Jonathan Young, and you can download the cover that you just heard on iTunes and more in the description below. This video was made possible by my supporters on Patreon. If you'd like to join them, you can donate for a chance to win free stuff. Check me out in your favorite social networks, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more super heavy metal.
I just read that up in the top corner there. Send puppy pics, dank memes, or your attractive daughter to his P.O. box in California, California, San Diego. Yeah, I feel like I think he grew up somewhere else and whatnot, and then ended up in Cali. Very fascinating. What would actually happen if he goes to pick up stuff from his P.O. box, and there is like just a girl chilling there? Like, how would you respond if you were just like, oh yeah, it's a joke, and then you show up to collect shit from your P.O. box and there's a girl there, and just like, hey, you taking me with you? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, yeah, my dad sent me here. He said I have to send my attractive daughter to John, and so like, I'm assuming you're John. This is your P.O. box. Like, you're taking me home, right? Because otherwise I got nowhere to go. Just as a joke, right? To fuck with John, just like, that was a joke. What the fuck do you mean? That'd be entertaining. That'd be rather humorous, I would find. Yeah. I gotta say, the end of 2014, banger. Fucking slapped. I was gonna find a way to describe how hard it slapped, and nothing came to mind except like slap my ass off. But like, I don't really feel like that makes a whole lot of sense to depict how hard it slapped. But it slapped me in the ass so hard it just fell right off. It was the best that I came up with. It was fucking banging. It was an amazing redemption story for. He has a name. I can't remember his name. Something with an E sound at the end, right? Whatever his name was. So sorry, I don't remember him, but I haven't seen him in all 2015, which is a shame because, again, he had that redemption story. He was crushing it, and I loved it. No, 2014 was kind of a mix between a few people that you didn't get to see in 2015. Savannah continued on, and starts with a C. I want to say Carter or Connor, but I don't think that's his name. The Screamer dude, can't remember anyone's name today, also carried on from 2014, but we lost his name. He didn't move on, and I don't remember her name either. Dark-haired one who sang A Whole New World and Dark Horse and that stuff with him. I forgot her name as well. But those two, unless there was something early in 2015 that I don't remember. So the whole point of that, I just got sidetracked. My bad. The whole point of that was to say 2014 ended with a bang, and I thought 2015 was going to be right there, ending with a crazy hurrah bang and whatnot. Because somebody that I used to know, love this song, was just like, oh man, it's going to be like, it's going to be the cherry on top, that mwah of 2015 right there. And I gotta say, I don't know if it's just because I really, really enjoyed this song, and I really, really enjoyed the versions of it I have heard. I don't know if that's what's doing it, but like, wasn't feeling that. I'm not gonna lie. There's a few reasons in there why I wasn't feeling that one. I mean, not that it was like terrible, like god awful, horrid. Nothing like that. It's just like it. I feel like it was a culmination. It really did summarize the year of some of the choices that John made in 2015 that I called out when it happened. That was just like, I don't know if I liked these choices. And it felt like there's a lot of those that was just piled up in this song that was just like, you know, it was just aight. It was just aight. But then again, it could just be that I have too big of a connection to this song, so it's hard to, like, you have to go like above and beyond to get my attention on the song. It could be completely a possibility like that. You never know. I won't know. I'm too close to it to know. But like that is a huge possibility. But like, I didn't hate it. I didn't despise it. I didn't be like, this is trash. Just like, I think he could have done it better. I think he could have done better with it. But, you know, I always enjoy some guitar, some rocking guitars and stuff like that. The way John can get that grit in his voice when he's just holding out these like power notes in his vocals, like, you always gotta love that. Like, John do it good. John do it real good. You gotta love that. So there's definitely aspects in there that are just like, you know, John doing his thing, sounding good, because, you know, John does really good at the things he does really well, the things he does really well at. Come on, grammar. Oh, sorry guys, sorry, my bad. It's just, there were just choices in here that just like kind of watered down the experience for me. But besides that, you know, damn decent. I'll give it a damn decent. Let's go back here. I don't know if it's just the picture capture I got over here that I can see myself, or if it's the video or not. So I'm gonna reset the video just in case, because I noticed that there's like a slight half a second delay on my movements, and I want to make sure that that's not actually happening in the video. And then we'll go back through it here. All right, it seems to have fixed itself. Yep, that's in perfect movement with myself. So hopefully the video wasn't like that, but we'll see. Anyways, bring on down here. All right, we're going to see if we can find these little instances that I was talking about. It's just little things here and there with just like the first thing you'll notice out the gate is a lot of the verse. John stays down in that and is very low. Again, beautiful, warm, chocolatey, open tone. Stays in that voice. He lives in that voice, which is fine because it's exactly how the goth metal version from Melodica Bros was done for the first. And that's really cool. But then he kind of kicks in all the intensity and the action from everything else, but stays down in that voice. His voice doesn't change. So then there's kind of this weird kind of clashing, for me at least, contrasting going on between the sound of everything and the way he's using his voice and the tone he's staying in. Then there's kind of a soft transition into the chorus, and it just kind of feels pretty mono from the build of everything going into the chorus. It just feels like it doesn't like have a peak of like, hey, we're here at the chorus. It's just like all kind of blending together. Just a lot of some of the stuff, some of the issues that we've had with Johnny Young in the past, 2015, 2014 stuff, and it just kind of all culminates together. So we'll point it out here, but let's see what we got.
Now and then I think of when we were together.
Yeah. Right out the gate. First 6 seconds. Okay. So if he's going to be down with that low voice, you know what I mean? I would kind of expect it to be like, first off, he cuts the intro, which is fine. That's cool. He's putting his own little unique twist on it, because I just remembered that there's supposed to be a little bit of the dun 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 dun. Like, that's all cut one out, which I'm cool with that, because, you know, that's putting his own Johnny Young twist on it. Feel it, love it. So, but, you know, if he's down in that low, groggy, kind of low tone voice, I would expect, you know, kind of the intensity of the energy and the rhythm and everything going on with the guitars to match that. And like, I go back and forth on it. At first I'm just like, ugh, but I'm like, no, okay, no, that's good. Because like the tone of it, the dun, 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 you know, that matches it really well. But the note durations and the rhythm, the da 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 da, the very fast paced, choppy da 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 da. Yeah, this is intense and stuff, and he's just singing like this. You know what I mean? That's not matching up. That's an immediate kind of clash right out the gate of just like something fast paced, something tons of energy, but like he's keeping it in a calm, like sinister, low tone and stuff. It's just like the note of the riff from the guitar matches it well, and kind of the dark energy of the riff matches it well. I just something about the rhythm is just like kind of clashing a little bit for me. But like once it settles, once it cooks for a few seconds, it's like, okay, no, I'm feeling this. This is all right. It's kind of an immediate clash, but it's like, yeah, it's okay. You know, I'm kind of feeling it. And then he doesn't even finish the thought. He finishes the phrase, but he doesn't finish the thought. And then everything kicks in. So again, you know, I don't necessarily want to spend this time to compare and contrast between the two cover versions I've listened to. It's just like I feel like the Melodica Bros really nailed it, which is why I love the cover so much. And I feel like John did some interesting stuff because like they keep it very simple in the melodic version. They keep it very simple to it's just this kind of slow sweeping guitar riff. And there's not a whole lot of other stuff going on. You know, just kind of these low sounds and whatnot. Some kind of like pressurized keyboard sounds kind of creeping in here and there. And it keeps that throughout the whole opening verse. And then once he finishes... before he goes to the you can get addicted to a certain kind of whatnot, that's when the sounds and stuff start to come in. It starts to sweep a little bit, and then it pulls back again for when you get to the verse and whatnot. So it has that full build of lyrics before there for it to have that kind of effect and for you to really get used to and whatnot. John waits 5 seconds, doesn't even finish the first thought. He just finishes the first phrase, and it's just like all the instruments come in, and oh yeah, now we're intense and we're shredding with it, and just like it doesn't really give this kind of low, haunting, dark theme to build. It's just like it just pulls the rug out of it immediately. 5 seconds in the song, and it's just like I don't know if I appreciate the we're gonna do it differently. I can appreciate the like I'm just gonna have fun with it and just like defy your expectations. I can respect that. It's just like me personally, I don't know if I agree with that choice musically. But then again, if everyone was doing it close to the same way with the same style and whatnot, obviously it would get boring and whatnot. So he's putting his own spin on it. I get that, but at the same time, it's like I just don't agree with this choice personally. All that in the first 5 seconds, man. Like immediately was just like kind of took me out of it. I don't know.
Now and then I think of when we were together.
I think I would be digging this if the kick drum wasn't in there. The do, 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 do. I don't think that's like with where he goes with it. As everything's gonna kick off, it's kind of like a count off. Like yeah, we're about to drop it on you. You know what I mean? So like that, I can respect, and I definitely agree with that choice with that in mind. But seeing as how I don't think that should happen within the first 5 to 6 seconds of the song. It would have been a lot cooler if it was just the dun 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 without the dun 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 kicking in there as well. If it was just the guitar, I think I would be vibing with that a lot more. That kick drum in there is just kind of making it feel more. It's kind of giving me a like a 80s stadium rock kind of vibe to it, and I don't know, I'm just not feeling it for this song. But hey, you know. Let's let it keep going this time.
Now and then I think of when we were together. Like when you said you felt so happy.
It's okay. Like, you know, obviously when that stuff comes in, you know, he gets more sound and fullness to his vocals and stuff. There's some more layering and some more effects going on and whatnot, which is kind of cool. It's all right. I'll take it.
Like when you said you felt so happy you could die. I told myself that you were right for me.
I feel like the voice did change a little bit. Okay, so the voice did change a little bit. All right, which needs to happen if you're gonna do that introduction of more sound coming in and whatnot. Your voice does need to change, but the change wasn't how he was singing; it was the effects and the mix and the sound of what was being sung changed, which works. But at the same time, once that hell note is over and he just kind of goes back, it just kind of you kind of just focus back in on this low singing. You know what I mean? Like that to me doesn't, that the vocal energy of that doesn't match the instrumental energy that is pumping through this song. So again, I feel like there's some clashing and fighting going on between the two. There's like two different styles trying to happen with this song that's just not marrying right to my ears, and it's just like, it just feels a little, not bad, it works, it just feels a little watered down compared to what it could be to me. I don't know.
But felt so lonely in your company. But that was love and
You
it's
know,
a
you hear
big
it?
I still remember. You can get addicted to it.
I mean, interesting transition between that first section of the verse to this, to the second kind of section of the verse. Kind of, I mean, I'm not hating on that and whatnot. Kind of digging that, and the little kind of noodling going on with the guitar. Very distorted, interesting sounds for the guitar. Okay, I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? Sure. I'll buy that. That's all right. That's decent. Nice drum fill. See, the tone that he has now, in my opinion, should have started at 6 seconds. Because that's when the music changed. That's when the music changed up. So his voice should have changed to match that. And that would have been this sound to match with the energy that's going on. This matches very well. So that's why if he was going to start with that energy and that feel from the get-go, with just the dun 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 dun, you know, and the sounds and whatnot, like that could have evolved a little bit, but it should have stayed all within that realm until we got to this point. And it didn't. So now it's like, oh, now it's matching. It's no longer clashing and whatnot. But it's already 30 seconds after that effect happened. So it's just weird. It's musically, it's very weird to my ears, and I'm just not digging it. I'm not hating it. I don't despise it. I'm not being like, this is trash. I'm just not feeling it. I don't know. Fuck if I know. I do like the sound though. I do like the vocals too. And I do like that the pulse, the rhythm and everything, the subdivision of it all slowed down a little bit. I like that. And the vocal notes are matching that very well. They're now more elongated, more stretched and whatnot. I do think that is a really nice choice there, and a really nice switch up, and a good pairing from the vocals to the instrumentation. I think that was a really nice choice.
Always the end. So when we found out we cannot make sense, well, you said that we would still.
And I do like the riff, the riff that's going on here. I do like the sound of it. I do like the sound of the guitars and everything with the song. It is a nice touch. So I do enjoy this part. But this transition between the vocals now to the chorus, pay attention to that as well as the sound from the instrumentation. This transition from this verse to the chorus. Pay attention to it because we're probably going to talk about it.
friends. I'll admit that I was glad that it was over. But you didn't have to cut me off. Make out like you never.
It's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was, okay? I'll give it that. I'll give it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But I like the cutoff. I like the little drum fill and whatnot and everything coming back in. It's just, it almost feels like we went down. It's almost like we took a step down in energy intensity from that verse into the chorus. Like, it was a good transition. It was a clear we're at the chorus, which I thought it was not. That might have been from the chorus to the second verse. I feel like that happened somewhere, and if it does, we'll bring it up. Or I misheard. Who knows? But, you know, clear transition. Love that. We like to have that. But, like, the chorus is, for the most part, unless it's some kind of solo or breakdown or, you know, kind of huge moment, it's supposed to be, like, maybe not the climax of the song, but it's supposed to be the highest point of the song. In most Western music, that's just how it works and whatnot. So that energy should build and arrive at the chorus, then go back down, chorus, maybe a huge solo high point. There's the climax of the song, and the chorus is a little bit below that. Like, the chorus should be the highest or second highest moments of energy and intensity and whatnot throughout the entire song. That's just how Western writing goes. And this feels like it starts low, and then has a build up to the second part of the verse, and then like steps down a little bit for the chorus. That's weird, but okay. But let's get that transition here again and see if you can hear just that shift of how it just, like, I do like I do like that he put those in there because that's nice. This is well-known part of the song. You gotta have it. It's just good stuff. The riff from the guitar is nice. The energy from the vocals kind of stays around the same, but just like, it just feels like everything just pulls back a little. It's weird.
I'll admit that I was glad that it was over. But you didn't have to cut me off.
Doesn't it feel like not a huge, not like, whoa, we stepped down or anything, but isn't just like it pulls back a little bit, right? Like, you feel that too, right? Just like backs off, calms down. It's like, I don't know. It's interesting.
Make out like you never without nothing.
Nice falsetto notes.
I don't even need your love. You treat me like a stranger and it feels so rough.
I also do like some of the kind of sweeping melodies and whatnot he's got going for the guitar in here, which is really nice. It feels like it's constantly switching back and forth between the subdivision, kind of being more slow and open to faster, kind of more intense rock pace. Like that. Good stuff. What else was his name? Hold on, give me that again.
Need your love. You treat me like a stranger and it feels so rough.
Oh, and that the instruments pulse with them on feels so rough. You know, the dun dun dun. You know, nice touch there. I like that.
No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Having friends collect your records and then take your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Nice, great energy, growl on that, like that. Again, I do love the rock metal sound and whatnot. Sometimes it does clash with certain songs and what have you, obviously. This one, I think it works very well, but there are points to where I feel like the vocals and the guitar is fighting with each other. Because I feel like it's like a power struggle in here with the voice and the guitar, to where it's like sometimes when we're not doing the more sweeping stuff and you have more of the intense like ding, you know, kind of rocking just chord kind of stuff, I feel like it overtakes the vocals at a certain point and it just kind of becomes the focal point of the ears, and then like you're just kind of not really paying attention to what's happening with the lyrics and the voice, and then like the voice will take back over and it just kind of trades back and forth a little bit for me, which is kind of odd. It feels like mix wise there's it's not balanced properly in certain places, and so it feels like all of a sudden there's this power struggle between what you're supposed to listen to in the chorus, and that's a little interesting. Anyways, the transition. Let's see if there's an interesting transition back into the verse here, back in the second verse.
Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now and then I think of all the times you.
Yeah, that's what it was. So there is an attempt. There is an attempt to have a separation between the chorus and the verse, the second verse, and it's this close to working, but like there's a little bit of a break, a little bit of pullback on some instruments and whatnot, but some reason that slide right into the next verse. Like second's like, okay, we're pulling back. Oh, wait, no, it's like it connects. It slurs the chorus and the verse together just slightly, like not completely, but just slightly enough that it's just like it feels like we kind of just topple and spill over from the chorus into the verse. And not only since we got more of his like pushing vocals coming back in for the second verse, like at the end of the first verse, we also kind of step back up an energy level from the chorus, which again makes it feel like we're still part of the chorus, like we're still connected to the chorus, because there's more energy, and that should happen going into the chorus or during the chorus rather than fading back into the next verse. Which is kind of weird. Also, totally cool with, I don't know why it's, I'm gonna make sure that this is not happening. Hold on. Okay, I just had to check, because it's like as the time continues to go on, it looks like I'm getting more like lagged from what I'm doing and what's happening on my feedback over here. So there's no way for me actually to check that without putting the videos together. So we'll just hope for now that that's not happening, and I'll be putting the video together after I record this. So we'll check if that's occurring and then take care of it from there. Anyways, so I'm totally okay with having one singer throughout the entirety of this song. No problem with that. That's fine. But if you're going to do that, distinguish between the two, because this song in its original iteration and every iteration I've heard has had two different singers, usually male and female. So if you're going to have one singer throughout the entirety of the song, make the second verse special. Sing it in a different way. It doesn't have to be you trying to imitate a female vocalist. Just the second verse should be special. Even if you're trying to make it from the point of view of one individual, I'm totally fine with that. That's okay. It's just there should be some differentiation between the first verse and the second verse. Something should happen vocally that accepts the fact that it's two different types of singing, in my opinion. So not only the chorus melding from the chorus into the second verse and almost feeling like we haven't even got to a new verse yet, but also singing the exact same way with the exact same just about everything as you were doing at the end of the first verse. Again, not horrible, just very light. It's very aight, man. Just a lot of choices that I don't personally agree with with music, because again, it needs to build, it needs to go somewhere, and this is just very flat when nothing's changing, and it's just like we barely kind of let go of the chorus, and now it's just the same exact thing. It's very flat, not enough peaks, not enough movement, not enough direction, it's just very
Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over. For me believing it was always something that I'd done. But I don't wanna live that way.
Again, I like the subdivision change here. I like the kind of more open chords from the guitaring and whatnot, and that was separated by a small pause. I'm digging that.
Reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't get you hung up on somebody that you used to know. Make it like you never.
Well, good news. Like, this verse and chorus is supposed to be connected. The end of the second verse is supposed to be interrupted by the start of the chorus. That is supposed to happen. So very cool. There was a little bit of specialness on that last note. Somebody that used to know. There was a little bit of specialness on there. I could have used a little bit more pizzazz, a little more pop to it, but I'll take it. Definitely decent. And at least this time we don't step down energy-wise. But again, the chorus is supposed to have more energy than the verse, and that was the same. Not even a slight jump. That's the same exact energy. So while at least we're not stepping down this time, that is a step in a better direction. It's still, we're not like, yes, chorus. We're just kind of like bleeding into it, and it's like it's a little bit of a hop, but again, not enough to ruin the song. Just like, could be better. That's all I'm saying.
Make it like you never. We've heard nothing. I don't even need your love. You treat me like a stranger and it feels so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Having friends collect your records and then take your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Again, love those growls, love the grit, love that he holds it and digs into it. That is good stuff right there. I do appreciate those Jonathanisms that are really, really strong and prevalent in here. Good stuff. Interesting change up there, just kind of jumping up to that higher, almost falsetto note. That one's like borderline, because I've heard John's falsetto notes many times, and that one like doesn't quite hit falsetto, but it's like he's breaking into the cusp of it to get that note there. So that's actually pretty decently secure note for him. I do enjoy hearing that. It's a nice switch up to how the song's supposed to go and whatnot. So like that's pretty sick. Of course, that Jonathan Young isn't there, where he just kind of hooks and wilts that note. Nice. And a decent in there. Decent hook on that. No. Kind of a little hook in there. I like that. That's decent. Yeah. Just some weird choices. Just some really weird choices. And if you haven't heard this, and you're just like, man, you're harping on it and whatnot, I do recommend, if you have not listened, because it's not like this is like the ultimate, the penultimate, like pinnacle or penultimate. No, it wouldn't be penultimate. Pinnacle, ultimate moment, ultimate version of this song. But I think it is a great example of someone who's like, I'm going to take this song, somebody that I used to know, and put it in a completely different direction. Because obviously that's what Melodic Rose do. That's their whole shtick. And they're good at it. If you have not listened to their version with Violet, even though I'm not a huge fan of Violet, which I've explained many times before, I'm not going to go into it. I'm not the biggest fan of Violet, but I do think she does at least a decent job on this cover and whatnot, because that is her style. She does love that gothic sound, so obviously she's going to do pretty well. But like, just if you haven't listened to that version, if you listen to this and you just got done listening to this video, I highly recommend going and searching up Melodica Bros version of this song and listening to it, because I honestly feel like it might give you a clue of like, oh, this is what you mean, because it has the right beats. It keeps everything in the same theme and tone for the first verse, and then when you get to the chorus, it's just like, boom, energy spike. This is the chorus. We're here. Everything's swelling. Everything's whoa. And then it brings it back down. Second verse, female singer. Ooh, my voice is tickling like I'm going to cough, because I probably will. And and it has a different kind of feel to it, but still within that same theme. Big swelling moment near the end of the second verse where she's really getting emotional with the things she's saying and giving a lot of energy, and then just spikes that last note, and then it pops back into the chorus, which is completely different, again, higher energy feel than the second verse, and just very playful, gravelly, mixed with beauty and harmonies on the way out. Just like, now that's how you metalify this song. You know what I mean? Like, it has growth, it moves, it has arcs and downfalls, and just it's musical. This is very flat after the first 5 seconds of the song. It doesn't move, it doesn't develop, it's all within the same tone, the same energy. It even has energy drops when it's supposed to get to the chorus. It's just aight, dog. It's just aight, you know. And it wouldn't be that big of a deal. It'd just be like, yeah, he tried. But like, this is supposed to be your banger. Like, I don't know if that's the way he sees this. It's like, hey, this is the last song I'm doing for this year. It has to fucking slap so everybody remembers. Like, puts a cap on 2015. Yeah, this was 2015, motherfucker. I don't know if he was seeing it that way at any point, or if he even knew, like, oh, this song's going to be at the end of the year. Oh, it's going to be something big or something. So I feel like that kind of makes it feel like it should be this hype moment. Also, I really enjoyed the song. It's like, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite songs, but like, I definitely really, really, really enjoy this song. Whenever it comes on in whatever form, it's just like, oh yeah, this song's just so good. And so just that combo is just like, this should have been like a moment and just intense song and whatnot. And it kind of felt like it fell flat to me. And it's just kind of a little disappointed that this is where we're ending our Jonathan Young 2015 journey. That's all. Anyways, great attempt, John. Still appreciate it. Moving forward, I've kind of explained this and whatnot, but we're going through a bunch of Bad Omens, as well as finishing up Powerwolf's album and what have you, and then checking out a handful of other stuff in between, finishing out that album as well. So, for Jonathan Young, whenever we return, I'm sure we'll take a little bit of a break from Johnny Young. We will be starting straight out. It's the second one, because I've listened to the first one. The first one, 2016, Stand Out, great song, great cover. We will be checking out the second one, which I know Savannah's in. I won't say I'm in love. That's where we'll be starting. We'll probably check out Bad Romance, and then we'll probably start skipping a bunch of them, like the One Punch full. Probably won't do a reaction to that. I'm not sure. California Girls, probably skipping that. We'll come back for Beauty and the Beast. I'm not sure about what Out of the Woods is, but might be skipping that. Stressed Out, Eye of the Tiger, those ones we might skip, like In the Dark of the Night, I'm Still Here. Stuff like that, we'll probably hit it up. Might even skip Beat It because I wasn't super happy with how he did Thriller. It just really depends. So that will be what's next for Jonathan Young when we come back for Jonathan Young 2016. Won't Say I'm in Love. Will be the first one that we check out. Thank you guys for joining me, John, again. Appreciate the attempt, man. It was decent. It was decent. I just really, I know you. I know your writing. I know you could have done better, but it is what it is. And I'll see y'all next time.